Hi guys, Optimusmastro coming at you. First and foremost, I want to wish everybody out there on the online community a very happy and blessed Holy Week. Today is Palm Sunday, and of course we remember Jesus' triumphant entry into Jerusalem. We have the long gospel today. So, for today at Mass, keep in mind, all those who, I guess, are going to be persevering, because Lent is now coming to an end. We go through Holy Week, and Holy Week begins with Easter Triduum. We have the Holy Thursday Mass of the Lord's Supper. We have the Good Friday service at 3. We have the Easter Vigil and Easter Sunday Mass. If you go to Easter Vigil, usually the Eucharist comes into that. But as my readership knows, excuse me, as you can see, my active intellect is starting to shut off right now. Today is not just Palm Sunday. My split personality is going to come out because today is also Wrestlemania Sunday. And what I want to do as a special treat to everybody who's out there, this is going to be probably uploaded into my Prime Wrestling Montreal blog spot. Not maybe even Confessions of a 30-something Cybertronian. Why not? You know what? It's a fun day. Today is WrestleMania Sunday, so we're gonna try and preview the card a little bit, and maybe I'll give you some insight. I was involved for a number of years way back in the day. It was in a local independent company in Montreal. So, I obviously I can't give you, what the writers are thinking about, but I can give you what I'm thinking about. So, well, let's start off with the one everybody's going to talk about: Undertaker, Shawn Michaels. Who's going to win? Well, you know what? This is an interesting one because both guys are very, for lack of a better word, old. Shawn Michaels, obviously, the DVD came out, My Journey. Amazing competitor, amazing in-ring performer, a guy who can make anybody look good. I mean, just think of his match with Kevin Nash back in '96. Nash's last match for WWE on TV before he went to Turner for the first time. I mean, Shawn called the match and he made Diesel look like $1 million. Shawn Undertaker last year was phenomenal. Shawn Flair from the year before. There is a reason why this guy's Mr. WrestleMania. I think though because he is a man of faith. Remember, the challenge is still there, Shawn. Challenge is still there, HBK. Because he is a man of faith, he wants to spend a little bit more time with his family. So I think the writing's on the wall. He'll probably be taking some time off after this. So I'm expecting Undertaker to win. I'm expecting Shawn Michaels' quote unquote career to more or less, kind of start winding down. Will he outright retire tonight? I mean, is retirement really something that sticks in the wrestling business? Just ask Ric Flair. Anyway. And also the fact that I think Undertaker is too big of a star right now that if you want to quote unquote have him lose the streak, make it mean something. Give it to a young guy, like Ted DiBiase Jr., who right now is starting to come up and really starting to make some waves. His promos are getting a little bit more crisp. The fan reaction is there. So I mean, I would look at it more from that perspective. Another match, Brett versus Vince. You know what? Vince McMahon's facial reactions in this match, I think, are going to be worth the price of the pay-per-view. Vince McMahon, I have a ton of respect for him because number one, he is the owner. He is a billionaire, or very close to it, if not. He will still put himself in the ring, make himself look foolish for the good of his company. And I think this thing with Bret Hart is a culmination of everything. It's going to be a lot of fun. Is Bret going to be wrestling a catch-as-catch-can style? Probably not. No. I mean, he suffered a stroke in 2002. Goldberg kicked him in the head in 1999. I mean, we all know what Bret used to be able to do. Those of us who are older fans, we know that Bret, is technically very sound. Bret is a great storyteller, amazing psychology in the ring. That no move that he does is useless. In that respect, he's very, very crisp. The Bret Hart we're going to see today is probably not going to come out with the pink and black and stuff like that. It'll be a street fight. I think it'll be a lot of fun, and it's going to put closure onto a feud that was, that has its basis in reality. When Bret was going to leave for WCW, and they needed to get the belt off of him. So I think it'll be a lot of fun, and the fans are really going to they'll go home happy. Edge versus Chris Jericho. What can I say? This one on the card is probably the one I'm looking forward to the most for the simple reason that Edge and Jericho are, still in the prime of their career, amazing on the microphone, amazing ability to put these two together, plus their history with when they had the tag straps. and the fact that these guys they're driven. I mean, today, right now, at catering backstage in Arizona, they're sitting down, they're going through this match. They probably don't know what Shawn and Taker are going to do, but they're going to try and up that. And I'm looking forward to this match like you wouldn't believe. I do believe Edge is going to go over. WrestleMania needs the happy moment. I think Edge is going to go over. What's another one? Batista Cena. Well, that's a no-brainer. I mean, if you don't think like Cena sells too much merchandise for him not to be holding his spinning belt at the end of the pay-per-view. So, and Batista, I mean, you know what? He's in his 40s. I don't think his heart is in the business. So, whatever. CM Punk versus Rey Mysterio. Well, I've talked to a couple friends of mine that are in the wrestling industry, and they were telling me that this program is going to be extended beyond WrestleMania. So usually that's the writing on the wall. If it isn't the opening match, if it's the opening match, you know Mysterio is probably going to go over. That's usually a traditional thing. Opening match, the good guy beats the bad guy. If it isn't the opening match, I'd look for CM Punk to get the win and maybe Mysterio to take another one of his injuries because I know his knees are screwed up. So, he might have to require surgery, something like that, depending on how well they perform. I think, again, that match is going to be phenomenal. Randy Orton, Ted DiBiase, Cody Rhodes. Anything with Randy Orton. YouTube community, anything with Randy Orton. This guy is the best heel in the business. I think he's the best heel in the last 15 years. He is, bar none, awesome. His psychology's down pat. His promos, I mean, they're amazing. And his in-ring ability is phenomenal. So the other two guys in the ring with him are Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase. Ted DiBiase, as I said, is just kind of bubbling right now. He's at that point. And you know what? I think, again, like the Jericho Edge, I think we have the potential for a huge possibility. If DiBiase wins, look for him to pin somebody like Cody Rhodes. But by and large, I think Orton's going to win. He's just too hot right now. Another match. Well, Money in the Bank. You know what? My heart is pulling for Christian. But the fact that Christian's already over and he had the ECW belt, I don't know. There's a lot of guys in there. MVP is one of them. To me, I mean, he could be the next Rock. There's an amazing pool of talent. So that's going to be an interesting thing to watch as well. Triple H versus Sheamus. Well, that'll probably be my bathroom break. As much as I love Hunter, I think Hunter's amazing. I think that match is kind of a throw-in. It doesn't have a great build-up. It's something I think that Hunter maybe is doing for the good of the company because he realizes, they don't have much for him. DX is going to break apart. What are you going to do? Give Hunter the belt again? I mean, I think he's at a point in his career where, like Shawn Michaels, like Undertaker, he doesn't need a belt. If he has a belt, it's because the company has no young star to step up and take the belt. Anyway, if I've forgotten any matches, I apologize, but I look forward to it. Again, make sure everybody gets a Palm Sunday this morning. The Mass is a beautiful Mass, a long gospel, and tonight we can enjoy some wrestling action, WrestleMania 26. This is Optimusmastro signing out. Peace.